YouTube is playing tricks on me. But guys, what up? It's your boy T WHYTE Sports. I was alive for about 5 minutes cooking, at least trying to cook, and it was not streaming. But listen, man. First of all, hopefully this is streaming. But happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. To all of them. From where we are right now, the veterans are the one that paved the way and made this country as safe as it is today. And I will forever be in their debt for the sacrifice that they did. Shout out to all the veterans in the USA. Thank you. From T-Dub, What's Blazing the Sports. All right, guys, this is the What's Blazing the Sports Veterans Day Boxing Talk Edition. We're going to talk about Dillian Whyte. We're going to talk about KSI and Logan Paul. Guys, do me a favor. The stream has been tripping. Do me a favor, guys. I was just live, and it said I was live, but I wasn't. If you come in, somebody types something, because I don't know if it's working. But let's cook a little bit. Again, much respect. Tremendous respect to the veterans. Tremendous. Even the people that complain about what's going on in this country. And you have your right. I have my rights. But if it wasn't for the veterans, the people that did what they had to do in military branches, sacrifice that they made, man, we would not feel as safe. We wouldn't. We look around at other countries and we see what they go through. We see that they're normal, everyday people. Sometimes they fear for their life, or they live in different situations. It make you look around and think, for what the veterans had done for this country and the sacrifice they made with their lives, the ones that are continuing to live. Thank you. But now let's talk boxing. And if any veteran come in here, you're always welcome. KSI fought a guy named Logan Paul. Logan Paul is from the USA. KSI is from the UK. Now, they had a fight before. The first fight was in the UK. Logan Paul was challenged by KSI, who had just won. They had a fight. Listen, first fight, even though it wasn't a lot of skills, both guys was new to boxing. Like a virgin is to another virgin. They both was new, right? Just want to do it, but not knowing what to do, right? But trying to figure it out as they go. It had drama. It had drama. Logan Paul started off good. KSI came back, fight ended in the draw, right? Now we go to the second fight, where two guys that did not become famous for boxing, not in the ring, not talking about boxing, not analyze boxing, probably not even watching boxing for the most part. You can even imagine at some point they probably only knew just who was popping and popular now. They couldn't no more. I'm just saying, because they didn't talk about boxing at all. KSI and Logan Paul, two guys that are famous on social media, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. They were the headlining fight of a major boxing event. And the thing is, even if you believe that they could not fight, even if you believe that it was bullshit, this was a major event in boxing. It was a boxing match that probably did good numbers. And it showed you that when the zone have fighters like Canelo, who else? Triple G. And I'm being honest, you can probably put maybe Canelo last performance and probably Triple G performance together, and honestly, it might not top. Now, I don't have the official numbers, but it might not top what two YouTubers did in boxing. That's crazy. KSI looks, listen, KSI looked like he was fighting his way out of a wet paper bag, just windmilling to death. But listen, I can say how KSI was windmilling. I can say how Logan Paul didn't have a good hook and blah, 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 right? American Pastors driving the building. What it do? What's up? What's blazing with you? I said, what's up with your T-Dub? You know me. Back at it like a crack at it. Just here giving you boxing geekers this word. Hey, listen, you guys don't get it, man. I am in St. Louis. It is currently snowing. I am at work. I left my building, walked out to my car in snow, in cold, and it is cold. I got the heat on. The car is still covered with ice, but I'm like, you know what? The show must go on. All right? But let's get it. Even though KSI, listen, it was two amateurs, man. Listen, what we saw was two amateurs that honestly needed more training for an amateur fight. That's what we've seen. And I'm not knocking them guys. I'm just saying, from looking at their skill level, it was two amateurs that needed more amateur training for their fight. But here's what I gotta say though. In amateur boxing, a lot of times it is only 3 rounds for the most part, right? When you are a novice fighter in amateurs, you go, for their weight size, it's about 2 minutes a round for 3 rounds. Listen, man, I'm being honest. For these guys to go to 6 rounds, 3 minutes a round, that is an accomplishment. That's not. I had a guy that fought this past weekend, right? 2 minutes a round, 3 minutes. And he was pretty winded. Now, don't get me wrong. He had to knock out, I think, in the 3rd round. But listen, I got to take my hat off because a lot of amateurs, a lot of novice fighters get winded, in their first couple of fights because they have not learned how to box and preserve energy, or they just don't have the conditioning up to go, even though they run 3 and 4 miles, it just takes time. And for these guys to go 6 rounds at 3 minutes, guys, listen, that is an accomplishment. But let me get back to my point, right? So, even though KSI, listen, they look like amateur fighters that still needed more coaching. But I take my hats off to them because it takes balls to enter into a fight with no headgear and smaller gloves. It takes balls. See, a lot of celebrities were so quick to do the celebrity boxing because they had bigger gloves and they had headgear. So they felt a sense of security, right? They felt a sense of security because you got a headgear on, you got a referee that's going to be quick to stop it, and it's amateur boxing, so they think that they're good. When you're a professional, 10-ounce gloves, no headgear, and a guy that don't know what he's doing, but he's trying to take your head off, listen, I take my hat off to them guys because they done it. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know if it's going to be another fight between them guys, but I understand why KSI don't want to do it again. I know why. KSI at least thought what he knew what it was going to feel like. But he got in there. He got his ass rocked. He did some rocking. He went 6 rounds, and he realized, at least at that point, that this shit is fucking real. KSI don't want a rematch. He realized this is real. And if they fight again, it's going to be the same fight. They are a match for each other. Logan Paul has a better jab and looks more comfortable. KSI just has that pressure. And we also had on the undercard, we had Billy Joe Saunders and we had Devin Haney. And I gotta say this, man, Devin Haney taking a fight, bringing in the guy Santiago, in such a short time to keep that card. And I'm telling you guys, Santiago was in there trying to steal that show from Devin Haney. Santiago was trying to do his best impression of the Sean Porter type of effort. He was trying to live his 8-mile dream. He thought he only had one shot. And listen, that could have been his shot. That could have been his shot. Because most people didn't know who Santiago was. Most didn't even know he existed. Some people didn't even know he fight. Some people that he probably went to school with oh, I didn't know he fight. And that dude went in there, turning from southpaw to orthodox, landing shots on Devin. And when I called this fight live, the one thing that oh shit, what's up? What's going on? Guys, looked like I might have disconnected for a second. Hopefully it's back. Sorry, man. I don't understand why this thing is disconnecting like this, but let me try to cook a little bit, guys. I apologize. My soul said something like disconnected, but let's go. Devin Alexander, not Devin, but Devin Haney. I said if that fight with Santiago, people are going to use that fight right there, and they're going to say that's why he's not ready for Lomachenko. They're going to use that fight to try to break him down. I said that. I said that. And what did you get today? What did you get after that? People talking about bad-mouthing him, shitting on him, talking about what Lomachenko would do to him when he fought in a dangerous opponent. And what makes this guy dangerous is, we see Santiago, there's a damn good chance he knew who Devin was. There's a damn good chance that he watched Devin fight several times, which means Santiago had an advantage to at least try to even prep. At least, see, when you see a champion, see, if you're a fighter, right, and you see a champion on TV, you might not even thinking you're going to fight these guys for another 3 or 4 years. But you're always thinking, man, I can do this, I can do that, see where he does this, see where he does that. So in your mind, you're already kind of game planning how you will break them down. But if you're in a position like Anthony Joshua or Devin Haney, and you fight somebody like Santiago, where you may not know much about them, that the moment that you hear about you're going to fight these guys is you have to YouTube them and say, oh, okay, this guy, well, I guess I'll fight him. You got a game plan from that moment. And Santiago went in there trying to get the best of Devin. Devin, when I called this fight live, I said, Devin really has to box. Like, Devin was really in there, like, not, oh, I'm finna school this guy. Devin was in there fighting. Like, you know, a boxer against a boxer. Santiago is switching from southpaw to orthodox, southpaw to orthodox. Devin is having to readjust. And he got the win. He started breaking this man down. It took a while to break this man down. It took a while. But Devin ended up breaking him down. Santiago started holding like it was February the 14th, cuddling season. And he got the win. Billy Joe Saunders fought another guy that was game. A matter of fact, many people had Billy Joe Saunders losing. Guys, who Ohio runs boxing? Logan Paul from Ohio. Oh, okay. You know what? I did not know that. I did not know that. Shout out to my boy Ohio runs boxing in the building. I didn't know he was from Ohio, man. You know, here, let's go back to that fight a little bit, man. Let's go back to that fight, all right? So Logan Paul for KSI. The first fight was in the UK, ended in a draw. The one thing I'm going to say about this second fight, excuse me, even though these guys lacked experience, right? They lacked experience. They lacked skills. Yes, they shown that they was trained some. But guys, listen, there's no way you can cram years of in the ring experience in a few weeks. You can't do it. You cannot cram. You can have Floyd Mayweather Sr., Freddie Roach, and what's the guy that used to train Andre Ward? Fuck, it doesn't matter, right? You can have all those guys in your training camp. And if you ever never fought before or only had one amateur fight with limited experience, and you got them guys for a 6-week training camp, they cannot cram years of experience in you. It's just going to be overload. It's going to be factory overload. That's what it's going to be, right? So even though they had good trainers, you saw that they were amateurs, right? But I did say this. I am proud that these guys made it 6 rounds. There are amateurs that I watch fight every day. In case some of you guys don't know, I train predominantly amateur fighters, right? I train predominantly amateur fighters. I used to train a couple pro fighters here and there. But I train majority amateur fighters. And a lot of the fighters that are novice, they have an issue going 3 rounds. These guys went 6, so I take my hat off. Because you know what? It would have been really fucking bad if both of these guys was dead fucking winded by 2.5 rounds and couldn't go on because of that. Yes, they was tired. KSI mouth was open wide like he was trying to catch raindrops. But they kept fighting. Listen, this fight had drama. This fight had drama, and that I can appreciate. Why? What's the drama? Well, first of all, KSI came out hot as a motherfucking skillet that's getting ready for a fist to be in it. He came out using that body jab, setting up the overhead right, putting the pressure on Logan, swinging wild ass shot. KSI fight like an MMA fighter who's trying to get boxing experience. And for some of you guys that might not know that is, a lot of MMA fighters, they come over and do amateur boxing or train in boxing, and they fight just like that. They're very aggressive, and they swing very fucking wide, and they come at you. That's like KSI was fighting. And KSI caught Logan Paul with a shot. Yes, listen, I gotta agree, it was kind of behind the head, or the back of the head a little bit, right? And it could have been ruled a knockdown. Logan Paul went to the ground trying to hold on to KSI legs, trying to keep his feet, but he didn't have his feet. But it wasn't a knockdown. It was called a slip. Second time Logan Paul went down, it was actually a legit slip. It was a legit slip. Didn't get hit with nothing. It was a slip. KSI started out better. Logan Paul came back. Shot put boxing in the building. Said, what's good, brother? What's blazing in sports? I see you still with us. How was chicken sandwich, bro? I didn't have the best experience, man. I need to try another place. I went to this one place. It was in what they would consider a good neighborhood, right? The suburbs. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I think they may have been Arabs running it. I really believe they were trying to be stingy with the fucking sauce, bro. Because when I got a chicken sandwich, right? I got the Popeye's chicken sandwich. And the chicken itself is non-spicy, which means if you want a spicy chicken sandwich, you are relying, you are trusting that these guys put the spicy sauce on the spicy sandwich. And I don't know if they Arabs or they could be Indian. I don't know for sure. Mono Solar said, what up? I said, what it do, T-Dub? Arabs are always stingy. Bro, listen, either they were Arabs, I think they were Arabs, maybe Indian, I don't know, bro. I don't want to be wrong, but I'm saying this, bro. I bought the sandwich, right? I got a regular one for my kid, got a spicy one for me. I got home, right? Opened up the sandwich live on air, and it was so little sauce that it looked like they wiped sauce on there with the knife one way and came back the other way and took sauce off of the bun and scraped that back into the sauce jar. Bro, it looked like they were trying to save money on saving on the sauce, bro. I'm not lying, bro. And that took away from my experience. Now, the chicken itself, it was crispy. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. The chicken was crispy. The chicken breast was juicy. They gave me one pickle. Look, bro, I wasn't satisfied, man. I'm gonna have to try it again, but it's probably not gonna be anytime soon because I gotta get in shape, bro. I gotta get back in shape. Tomatoes. Listen, man. Let me get back to this work. So, he said, but you need a black or Mexican serving you in order to get hooked up. Listen, man, listen, bro, in St. Louis, I don't know how it is where you guys at, But these people are going butt shit nuts over a chicken sandwich. And when I see a line, see, when I'm in the city, right? I did some fishing yesterday. Matter of fact, I caught some rainbow trout. Y'all don't know nothing about that. I caught some rainbow trout yesterday. Went home, filleted them. I kept the skin on some of them. And I took the skin off of some of them, right? But y'all don't know nothing about that, right? You know, but in the city, bro, the Popeye lines, they're wrapped around the fucking block. Bro, I am not about to go to a place. It's not that serious. Somebody got stabbed over this chicken. Somebody got stabbed over some chicken, bro. Wayne King says, it took me 10 minutes to get my sandwich. So this is what I did, guys. I went out to the suburbs, you know. I'll let you know where it's at. It's not in St. Louis. It's actually outside of St. Louis. It's in St. Charles County. It's called St. Peter's. And it is ran by either Arabs or Indians. I'm not trying to disrespect any one of them, but that's who it's ran by. It's not black people. I know that. It's not whites. I know that. It's not Mexicans. I know that. They're either Arabs, possibly Indians, and not the Indians that wear the red dot. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. And I went there and I got a chicken sandwich, and it was supposed to be spicy, and it had no sauce on there. I'm sorry, it did have a little sauce. It had the residue of where sauce used to be at. It looked like they took the knife, they put the sauce on. They must have been watching Karate Kid, because they waxed on the sauce and then waxed off the sauce, closed it up and sold it. They're trying to save overhead by selling. Monticello says, I'm in Cali and the Lions are out the door as soon as they open. See, bro, I ain't dealing with that, man. I ain't dealing with that. That's why, similar to what Wayne King said, when I went to this one place, right, it wasn't that bad. They did have one asshole in the line, right? It was one asshole trying to talk tough. You can tell he came from the city trying to talk tough to suburbans that are not even trying to dirty even on that shit. They just like, you know, I just want my sandwich, bro. I'm not trying to jump you. It's okay, right? So I get my chicken sandwich. I go home. I do it live, right? Because I want to eat it hot. It was crispy. Listen, overall, the sandwich was good. The sandwich wasn't bad. But it had no sauce. It had no sauce. Well, let's get back to this Boston talk, right? This rap was laughing. All right, so KSI versus Logan Paul, right? Ohio Run Boxing said Logan Paul is from Ohio. Did not know that. KSI is from the UK. And they fought, man. And they had drama, right? Listen, I'm going to give you the good things about it, right? I'm not going to be as negative because we all know what's negative, right? They're not real boxers. They don't have professional skills. We know that, right? So I'm not finna just beat you over the head with that because I already said it and people said it already. Let me give you some positives, right? Positive. The guys went 6 rounds. And if you don't know, for an amateur, that is more than normal. For a novice amateur, that is more than normal to go 3 minutes for 6 rounds. And they had no headgear on and smaller gloves. There are people right now that don't have the balls to go pro because they think they get knocked out. That's the reason why KSI, when Logan Paul was talking about the rematch, he said, no, I'm good. No, listen, when KSI got that win, KSI had the same thought that Juan Million Marquez had when he knocked out Pacquiao. Forget it. I finally got the win. I got the win. I am done. I'm not rematching you no more. They can offer me $1 million. They can offer me $2 million. I am good. Wayne King says, I live in the suburbs, so no wait. And sandwich was good. See, I got to try somewhere else, man. The Popeyes in my city is only located in the hood. And that's not good. See, where I'm at, the hood. See, the thing about the hood, guys, the hood is bad because it's filled with hood people who do hood shit and go over and beyond to let you know that they're hood, right? They'll fight you over Think about it, bro. They'll fight you over a chicken sandwich. They'll cut you over a chicken sandwich. They would die over a chicken sandwich. They were willing to yell world star over a chicken sandwich, man. Somebody died over $3.99, bro. Somebody died for less than $5 with $1 left over. Corey Holmes in the building. Yo, the fights was garbage. Listen, bro. Listen. I'm gonna be honest, listen, bro. I am not going to knock them a lot because I didn't expect much, guys. Listen, see, the thing is, if I was watching Deontay Wilder, right, versus Anthony Joshua, right, two guys that are known for knocking people out, right, and they both went out there throwing 10% of their power, not trying to knock nobody out, just trying to go the distance, then I'd be like, that's fucking garbage. Because we are known these guys for trying to knock people out, and they wasn't fucking doing it, right? But when I watched KSI versus Logan Paul, I didn't expect the knockout. I mean, not a knockout. I didn't expect to see perfect boxing. I did not expect to see Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez, Juan Manuel Marquez, Manny Pacquiao. I didn't expect it. J-Rock. You know? I didn't expect that. I'm not gonna lie. I expected to see what I saw. When I did a prediction, if you watch my live videos, I said, listen, it's gonna be a lot of wild swinging. It's gonna be a lot of wild swinging. So that's what I expected. I got exactly what I expected. A lot of people that are not even casual boxing fans. They only tuned in to see their favorite YouTubers fight again. Ohio's Run Boxing said, I gave both fighters mad respect because they didn't have experience and they came into the fight taking it very seriously. 6 rounds is very impressive. I agree. CIA need to say what you boxes so you already know what the fight list garbage. Exactly, bro. Being hood ain't cool. That's why my ass live in the suburbs. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool. Corey Holmes said it ain't even has a sandwich, is the mayonnaise. But say it ain't even a sandwich, it's the mayonnaise. Yes. But back to KSI, man. And I'm going to touch on Dillian Whyte too, guys. It's fucking crazy. That Dillian Whyte, everything from what I heard, and I could be wrong, so don't go quote me, but from what I read, Dillian Whyte is fucking cleared. The B sample is somewhere in the Pacific. The B sample is in the Pacific. And matter of fact, Dillian Whyte's B sample is somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle. His shit would never be seen again. Dillian Whyte B sample is in the Bermuda Triangle, and you gotta go through hell and high water to find that. And once you find it, they won't find you again. The Wonderful Life of Bob J, huh? What's up, man? Huh, what? Let's take it for what it was, a circus fight. Aren't they supposed to establish novice fights first? Nah, I doubt it, man. Don't look like it. Bro, Ben. Okay, now let's talk about Logan Paul and KSI, right? So, the thing is, no, you know what? You know what I'm gonna say? Who asked that question? Strapbook boxing. No. The reason they do not have to strapbook is because they don't have to even be a novice boxer. Because look at it this way. If you are a professional MMA fighter, you cannot fight in amateur boxing. Which means if you are a professional MMA fighter, you can only compete in professional boxing. Which means that you do not have to have not even a novice background to be a professional boxer. Think about this, man. There are some horrible professional boxers. If you type in worst professional boxer ever, you see guys that shouldn't even have their first fight. I would not even put it past some promoters turning guys professionals, paying them a little bit of money just to fight their guy to make him look good. If Big Baby is still boxing, then anyone can clear it. That's principles in the street. Call 101. So yeah, you do not have to have a novice background in boxing to be professional. You just got to have the right people to get you there, and once they turn you professional, you know, listen, it's not wise, it's not smart, because in boxing you can get killed, right? We've seen 3 times this year people have lost their lives. So you do not want to enter in a boxing ring if you're not had any real training. And even though Logan Paul and KSI was basically glorified, you know, beginner amateurs who turned professional, listen, they had the perfect fight. Guys, they had the perfect fight for each other. Think about it. When they turned professional, they didn't turn professional and fight. Let's see, who can? Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders. You know, they didn't fight anybody like that. They turned professional and fought somebody they already fought before, which was their self. This was an isolated event where you took 2 guys who already fought themselves and turned them professional and had them fight themselves again. But if you watch the fight on Saturday, if you look at the fight for what it was, took it for face value, right? Took it for face value. That you're not going to see professional skills. You're not going to see the greatest defense. You're not going to see the best jabs. You're not going to see the best technical skills. You're not going to see adjustments. You're going to see 2 guys that are YouTubers who have decided to make a professional jump and take a risk of getting knocked out and turning pro and fighting each other. And just for a what if factor. If you take it for face value, then that's what it was. But it had drama. See, this fight could have been boring as shit. Nobody could have been hitting. Everybody could have been just holding. It had drama, guys. Listen, I'm being honest. There are professional fights that had less. When I say professional, there are more experienced professional fights that have less drama. It's boring as 4, 5, 6 rounds, 10 rounds, and then you got a winner. In 6 rounds, you saw everything. You saw KSI putting the pressure on. You saw Logan Paul trying to use the jab and trying to stay calm and dodge the pressure. You saw Logan Paul get hit with a shot that dropped him. You saw he slipped in the fight. You saw both guys get tired. You saw actually a very good move out of Logan Paul. KSI came in with a jab to the midsection. This was actually a damn good move. Logan Paul turned, slipped to his right, came back with a counter right uppercut. Oh my gosh! When they showed that uppercut in slow motion, I was like, wow, that was impressive. That was actually impressive, because there's some professional fighters that, or at least you have to be at least in the openings, right? You know, some novice fighters have not yet to be able to do that, because they either gotta make you miss, or they on all about offense. Either they're all offense, or they all defense. Logan Paul in that was it the 4th round? I think it was the 4th round. He slipped to his left, came back with a right uppercut, and when that right uppercut hit KSI, you saw the look in KSI's face that shot hurt. And The next shot after that, right? It was an illegal shot. It was not called illegal, but it was an illegal shot where Logan Paul put his hand on the back of KSI head so he could not move it up or get out the way, and hit him with another uppercut. And he went down. If Logan Paul would have just fucking walked away to his corner, he would have won the goddamn fight. But because what Logan Paul did was he was frustrated, right? KSI was putting the heat on him, landing some wild shit, or making it very uncomfortable for him to be a normal boxer, and it was frustrating him. And Logan Paul finally caught him with a shot to put him down, held him, and then put him down, and he tried to punch the man while he was on the ground. And when they showed the punch in replay, the punch he threw while he was down, it didn't even really look like it landed like that. And again, the fight goes to a decision, and KSI get the decision. Guys, again, I want to say this one more time, guys. If you're looking at the picture, I want to say this. Happy Veterans Day. I am not a veteran, but many times throughout my life, I wish I would have enlisted. You know, I didn't. Older now. Body parts are damaged now. I can't. But when I look and I sit in my car now, and I realize how safe I feel when I walk the streets in certain areas, and I realize how safe I am, that I don't have to worry about random crazy shit or, you know, man, bro, you take your hat off for the sacrifice that veterans that are here and the ones that are not here. So I'm saying this, and I mean it. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your sacrifice. Because without your sacrifice, there's no way this country would be as safe as it feels today. Without your sacrifice, a lot of people that complain about bullshit wouldn't even be complaining about that. They could be complain about just trying to live and not get blown up. But let's get back to it. Let's go to the chat for a minute, man. Okay, where am I at? My boy Montesolo said, don't forget to smash the like. Yes, the wonder life of Bob J said, Dillian is cleared. I know. Bro, listen, let's talk about this shit. I got a few minutes. How the hell? Listen, bro. I just want to ask this one question. How did Dillian Whyte get cleared when the B sample never came out? If it did, please let me know. The B sample came back and it was cleared. At least I will buy it. How did he get cleared when the B sample would be hoarded and fined in Waldo? Outside of finding Waldo, the B sample is right up there. Matter of fact, you can find Waldo. They haven't found that B sample yet. And he has been cleared. And right now, they are looking for a fight for Dillian Whyte with somebody that's from the UK to fight on the undercard of Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz. I don't get it, guys. Listen, boxing is all about money. Dillian Whyte got cleared. Chavez Jr. said, I'm not taking VADA testing, so they moved the fight to Arizona so he can still fight. What's his name? Shit. Damn. Daniel Jacobs, right? And Chavez Jr. is so fucking flaky that I gotta do a separate video on that. That they gotta have standbys in place because they know he might flake out. But let's go. Let's keep blazing with it. Why is this phone so hot? My boy Mono Solo said, don't forget to smash the like. Yes, of course. If Big Baby is still boxing, then anyone can be cleared. Listen, Big Baby, at least they had his A and B sample. And he was found to be dirty. Fucking Dillian Whyte B sample, shit. That's literally like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Let me see. Shock book boxing, the principal in the streets. Okay, I read that one. The Wonder Life of Bobby J. The UK has a fighter that fought Price Hammed. Or Hemed? Is that him? Shock book boxing, testing the new sounds before me. We got to settle this outside. Oh, did I have that fight before you? I mean, that sounds before you? Listen, man, the chicken itself was actually good, but it was just, I was disappointed because it looks like they're making them so fast to prepare for a rush that one, it wasn't as hot as it should have been when I got it. Two, it didn't have that much sauce. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I'm on a solo. I would love to see Canelo hit them with a 4-4. Listen, bro. Even if KSI, who weighed 193, and Logan Paul weighed 199, Canelo Alvarez would fucking destroy both of them. And you know what, guys? I'm telling you right now, it'll be a big fucking event. It'll be a big event with a known outcome. If Canelo says he's fighting Logan Paul or KSI, it'll be a big fucking event with everybody know what's going to come, and they'll still pay to see it. I'm telling you, Canelo Alvarez will beat the shit out of both of them. Shotbook Box said, what's blazing the sports? Let's keep it real. Your son throws combination better than those guys. Real talk. That's crazy, bro. I got a 6-year-old, in case some of you guys don't know. I've been working with my little man, like literally, you know, like not on a daily basis at all, right? Because I want him to want to do it himself, so I don't force it on him. A lot of times he's at the gym with me, but either he's on the phone, he's watching YouTube, he's playing some kind of game. But lately he's been saying that, he want to train. So like, okay, the moment he said that, okay, he is the first one I work with. I make sure that I work with him first. And I just now really started teaching him combinations, and listen, he did pretty good. I showed him something before I went live, and bam. Let's see. Man, I got something in my eye, guys. Hold on. All right. I'm on this solo. Let's petition for the next YouTube fight. Damn, something's in my eye. Fuck. Hold on, guys. Fuck, I can't see. Okay, here we go. Damn, fuck. Let me close that left eye. Hold on, guys. Shit, let me get a napkin. How the hell did something fly in my eye and I'm in a car with the windows up? Shit, must have been some of the vents. Fuck, hold on, guys. My bad. Shit, still in there though, but let's see. Let's petition for the next YouTube fight between T-Dub and Boxing Ego. My money is on T-Dub. Ego don't box, man. Ego doesn't box, and he's not a boxer. He just talks boxing. But, bro, Ego is not a small dude, bro. Ego is like 6'4", 6'5". Probably, I'm guessing 200 and maybe 30-some pounds. I walk around maybe 190, maybe 200. When I fight, I get to the 170 range. But who probably has more skills? I would say me. But we would never fight, man. I mean, listen, most of the guys on YouTube, that's what their profession is. They talk boxing, and I'm not gonna knock them on that. A lot of guys are older. It's what they do for their pastime. I just so happen, to be one of the guys that I actually fought before, and I still train fighters, and I still got these hands. I still spar. I still spar the guys that are fighting now, just to let them know that even though I'm older, as in the word of Terminator, I'm old, but I'm not obsolete. I will whoop your ass. But let's get it. Let's see. KSI look like shit, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, I will fight KSI. I will fight Logan Paul or KSI. I'll fight any one of them. See, I'm not really eager to fight another YouTuber, because that's not what they do. They talk boxing, that's what they do. And I'm not gonna judge them because they don't fight. That's not what they do. I'm not looking eager to fight, one of these guys. But KSI, Logan Paul, or I'll fight them. I'll fight them in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I will fight them tomorrow. And I have a partial tear in my left Achilles. And it's taking forever to heal. Even with a partial tear, I'll fight them tomorrow and win. Easy. When I was running boxing, when did they ever take 2 points away? That was bullshit. Bro, listen, bro. That referee was trying to be too active, bro. He was bullshit, bro. The referee should not have took 2 points away. It shouldn't have even been a 5-minute, what I'm thinking about, rest period. Bro, listen, bro. That ref was bullshit, bro. The ref was bullshit. Shotbook Boxing, gotcha. Arnold Sierra in the building. Sierra. Let me see. Do you think KSI will fight again, and who do you think should fight KSI? KSI and Logan Paul had the perfect fight. They didn't fight nobody that's already professional. They turned professional together and fought each other. To be honest, that's the best matchup for them. Honestly, I think they should be one and done. After watching KSI fight and watching Logan Paul fight, I don't think a lot of people will be too eager to see them again. If they fight again, I don't think it's going to be as big. I think their best fight was the first fight because people did not know what was going to happen. Now we know. I think KSI should retire. I think Logan Paul should retire. If Logan Paul fights again, I think every boxing match from here on out that's professional is not going to do as good. It's just not. I think this is their biggest event. They're not going to be able to do bigger than this. If KSI continues to fight, I don't know, bro. My advice is not to fight. That would be my advice. While I was running boxing, you see my Unsolved Mystery meme. I have not, bro. I seen the last one I seen. I think you did. What I see? I think it was just while I was running boxing with the flames, with your logo and the flames outside of it or inside of it. Tina Lynch in the building. KSI surprised me. Logan could have fought way better than that. No jab work. A whole year and nothing. Bro, I said this when I first started, man. I'm being honest. I thought Logan Paul was faster and did better the first fight. I don't think Let's Go Chimp really helped him out. Or they had the wrong game plan. See, listen, Logan Paul looked slower than his last fight. He looked slower. And he was less active. But you know what? I bet you any kind of money, a lot of that was game plan. This is what I believe the game plan was. I could be 100% wrong, but this is going off the top of my dome. I believe the game plan was for Logan Paul to take his time, not rush, don't tire himself out, wait until the last 2 rounds, and then try to get him out of there. That's why he wasn't as active. That's why he didn't push forward as much, because he was hoping that KSI got tired and he can finish him. But in the result, he didn't look as good. His performance was not as good. He did not even look better than the first fight. But he did. I got to say this. Out of that whole fight, Logan Paul threw the best slip punch counter in that whole fight. And it was nice. Talking about the uppercut. Shot but boxing was blazing the sport. There hasn't been a celebrity match that has that kind of attention. Better yet, never full-time main event of a professional court when a title was on the line. See, guys, most celebrity boxing matches are celebrities that don't want to get hurt and they fight under amateur rules with headgear and gloves. The reason this fight was so fucking big, it was not because it was skillful. It's because these guys are so big in YouTube. 20 million followers each on YouTube alone. And because they want to see these guys, see, when they had the first fight was actually competitive, right? And it was a draw. Now they're going to have the second fight without the glove, without headgear on, small gloves. It was the what if factor, right? The what if factor. This fight was the biggest fight for the zone. And it did not headline any one of the professional fighters that they really are spending good money on. A matter of fact, the top dog fighters for their camp or some of their big fighters, Billy Joe Saunders and Devin Haney, wanted to get on this card just to try to get more exposure from these YouTube stars. Or I was my boxing unsolved mystery B sample picture with Dillian Whyte. Bro, damn it, you know what? I thought I did see that, man. I thought I did. I gotta go back. I'm gonna go after this. All right, let me step outside, guys. You know how I do it, guys. I take lunchtime, give you this work while I'm working. I'm back here like a crackhead giving you boxing geekers all of this goddamn work. And listen, man, please, if you have not done it, please do me a favor. Smash the like button. It's snowing. I walked in the snow. I walked out to my car. Did a video. I'm walking back to my building. And it's snowing, guys. It's cold and it's snowing. Smash the like button for that. Listen, first of all, that beat something for Dillian Whyte. Bro, listen, I'm telling you right now. That bitch is somewhere either scattered across the universe with the Infinity Stones or it got lost in the Bermuda Triangle. Either way, that man got cleared without the beat. Guys, listen, I don't know. This man needs some research. When have a fighter ever been cleared that for an A sample and the B sample didn't show up? Typically, the B sample is needed to clear the fighter for his A sample. This B sample was out of there. But guys, listen, I'm back at my door. I could go longer, but people looking at me. T-Dub was blazing the sports. I'm out.